At roughly 6 a.m. Coordinated Universal Time on July 14th, a single faulty cloud update began cascading across the planet, and banks, airlines and hospitals started going dark. According to CareerFlora, one vendor's failure was enough to freeze parts of the real economy in minutes. When infrastructure this concentrated breaks, the question isn't if it spreads, it's how fast. Welcome to Amar Talks Tech. Today, a global IT outage, TSMC's record chip spend, Apple suing OpenAI, the EU cracking open Android, and Oracle's mass layoffs. One of these stories quietly explains all the others. Stay for the thread at the end. One bad cloud update took down banks, airlines and telecoms across the world. Modern critical infrastructure runs on a handful of centralized cloud providers. According to CareerFlora, a global IT outage began cascading at around 6 a.m. Coordinated Universal Time on July 14th, disrupting banks, airlines and telecoms, with initial reports blaming a zero-day exploit against a major cloud provider. Airports including London Heathrow, New York JFK, and New Delhi's IGI reported disruptions as boarding and baggage systems went offline. In India, CareerFlora says core UPI infrastructure held up, but transactions still failed because receiving bank servers went unresponsive. CISA and Certin issued high alert advisories. Separately, International Business Times Australia reported United Airlines system problems, with down detector complaints spiking at 8:16 a.m. Eastern. The story isn't the exploit, it's the blast radius. When one vendor's update can freeze airports on 3 continents and store payments even where the local network survived, we've built an economy with a single point of failure. Resilience isn't a nice-to-have anymore, it's the whole game. Every industry that quietly outsourced its backbone to one cloud just learned what a bad Tuesday can cost. TSMC just poured another $100 billion into Arizona, and raised spending to a record. TSMC makes the advanced chips the entire AI boom depends on. At its Q2 2026 earnings, TSMC committed an additional $100 billion to its Arizona operations, bringing total planned U.S. investment to about $265 billion, according to TechTimes and Yahoo Finance, funding at least 4 more logic fabs for 2 nanometers, class and below. TechTimes reports, TSMC raised full-year 2026 capex guidance to a record $60-64 billion. 24/7 Wall Street says its N3 capacity is sold out. Quarterly sales jumped roughly 36%, and June revenue rose 67.9% year-over-year. Nvidia, meanwhile, posted Q1 FY 2027 revenue of $81.61 billion, up 85.2%. This is the clearest signal we have that the AI build-out is accelerating, not cooling. Sold-out capacity and record capex aren't optimism, they're orders already on the books. And TSMC finalized price hikes of up to 10% for 2027, which tells you demand is strong enough to charge more. The AI boom is now a physical mega project in concrete and silicon, and it's TSMC pouring the foundation. Apple is suing OpenAI, alleging a scheme to steal its AI hardware secrets. Both companies are racing to define the next consumer device platform. According to TechCrunch and 24/7 Wall Street, Apple filed suit in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California, alleging trade secret theft and breach of contract. Apple claims the misconduct was directed by OpenAI leadership, including Chief Hardware Officer Tang Tan, who spent 24 years at Apple, and that former engineer Chang Liu kept an Apple laptop after leaving in 2026 to download confidential documents. TechCrunch notes Jony Ive's startup I.O., acquired by OpenAI in a $6.5 billion deal, was named in the filing, though Ive was not. 24/7 Wall Street reports the suit was filed July 10th, and that OpenAI plans to announce its first consumer device by the end of 2026. Lawsuits like this are rarely just about the documents. They're about slowing a competitor down before a launch. Apple flagged concerns in February and, per TechCrunch, got no response. This is the AI hardware war escalating from talent poaching to the courtroom. Whoever wins the next device platform sets the rules for the AI era, and Apple just signaled it won't cede that ground quietly. The EU is forcing Google to open Android to rival AI assistants. The Digital Markets Act lets regulators reshape how gatekeepers operate. According to Memeburn, the European Commission adopted binding orders on July 16 under the DMA, requiring Google to give rival AI assistants the same system-level Android access as Gemini. Google must also share anonymized search data with rival search engines and AI chatbot providers, per Memeburn and PocketGamer.biz. Deadlines are January 2027 for search data, and July 2027 for Android access, covering about 427 million EU devices. PocketGamer.biz notes the rulings demand operational changes rather than a fine. Alphabet's Kent Walker called the decisions a threat to privacy and security, and Android's Samir Samat said the Commission is on the wrong track. Regulators just decided the AI race can't be won by controlling the doorway. Access to Android and search data is now a legal right for competitors, and the remedy isn't a check, it's forced structural change, which is far harder to shrug off. If rivals get equal footing on 427 million devices, the AI assistant market stops being Google's to lose by default. Oracle is cutting tens of thousands of jobs as it bets everything on AI infrastructure. Oracle is pouring capital into cloud and AI data center capacity. According to 24/7 Wall Street, Oracle has eliminated about 21,000 jobs, 13% of its global workforce, with the cuts attributed to AI adoption. In Q4 FY 2026, its cloud infrastructure revenue grew 93% year-over-year to $5.79 billion, and remaining performance obligations jumped 363% to $638 billion. Restructuring charges hit $823 million in the quarter, and the stock is down 35% year-to-date. Co-CEO Clay Magouyrk said Oracle's autonomous software has been key to reducing human labor and error in its data centers. This is the human ledger of the AI CapEx supercycle. Cloud revenue nearly doubled and future orders exploded, yet the workforce shrank, with an executive openly crediting automation. Capital is flowing to chips and data centers. Jobs are the offset. When a company can post 93% cloud growth while cutting 13% of staff, AI adoption stops being a slogan and becomes a headcount decision. Look at these 5 stories together, and one pattern emerges. The AI era is being built in concrete, silicon, courtrooms, and layoffs. TSMC and Oracle show the money flowing into physical capacity. Apple and the EU show the fight over who controls the gateways. And the global outage shows the fragility of everything we're stacking on top of a few centralized providers. We're pouring unprecedented capital into infrastructure, whose single points of failure just prove they can freeze the world. Record chip spending, a hardware lawsuit, an EU crackdown, mass layoffs, and a reminder that the whole system can stall in minutes. Which of these worries you most, the fragility or the human cost? Tell me below. Subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow, because the fallout from that outage is only beginning to surface.